Hi, boys and girls. So, I sent this home in your guys' packet. It says inch by inch, and there are some directions for the activity that we are going to do. You also have your little inchworms. So, these little inchworms go along with it, and please try to keep these because I think we can maybe use these for other things that we are going to be working on with measurement. So, these will be the two papers you'll need for this. You will also need scissors, not big scissors like Mrs. Hanson has. Make sure you have your kid scissors. You have glue, which Mrs. Hanson has sparkly glitter pink glue because that's all we had in the house. And then I have a marker that I'm going to use. And then I have two pieces of paper. You will also need your hand and your least stinky shoe. So I found this shoe and it was the least stinky of mine that I had. So we're going to use this shoe. And then I also cut out some of my inchworms already to do the activity. So let's read our directions. It says cut your inchworms. So Mrs. Hanson already cut some of her inchworms out. I didn't cut them all out. I don't think I'm going to need them all. And if I do, I can cut more out because I already have my scissors. So then our second direction is trace your shoe on a piece of paper. So I'm going to take my shoe and then my paper and I'm going to put it right on. And I'm going to put it right on my piece of paper. And then I'm going to go around my shoe with my marker on my paper. And I'm going to trace my shoe. Mrs. Hanson got some marker on. Make sure you use a washable marker. All right. So this is what it looks like after I'm done tracing my least stinky shoe. Do not find a stinky shoe because that is going to be gross. So if you do have to use a stinky shoe, make sure you're plugging your nose so you don't have to smell how stinky it is, okay? So we have Mrs. Hanson's shoe. And then I'm going to take my inchworms and I'm going to see how long my shoe is. So I'm going to take my fancy smancy glue and I'm going to start gluing my inchworms on there. And of course the glue's not coming out. Come on, glue. This is why Mrs. Hanson needs a glue stick. I can't go to the store just to buy a glue stick, can I? So, come on, glue. So I have, good, I'm getting a little bit out. And I'm going to glue all of my little inchworms there. But I need some more, I think. Let me see, we got this one, we have 3 inchworms. Mrs. Hanson has a big old shoe. And it's probably to go on my big old feet. So your guys' shoes probably aren't as big as Mrs. Hanson's. But I'm definitely going to need more inchworms so that we can trace our hand. So give me 1 second. I'm going to cut more inchworms out. And if you guys have to pause it to do anything too, you can do that anytime during the video. So 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. So I cut some more inchworms out. So I have more little inchworms. And I didn't need any more for my foot, or for my shoe, but I do need some more for the hand. So this is what mine looks like. So you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inchworms. Yep, I have 9 inchworms. So my foot is 9 inches long. So for the directions on the paper, it says, then you're going to write how long your shoe print is. So on that paper, I want you to write my shoe is 9 inchworms long, which this is right on that other paper that went along with this. So you can see that on there and you only need to fill in your number. So right here, it tells you exactly what to say. My shoe is blank inchworms long. So right on my paper, I wrote, my shoe is 9 inchworms long because that is how long my shoe print is compared to my inchworms. Now I am going to have a helper because now we have trace your hand and complete the inchworm measuring. So I'm going to have Lily. Lily, can I borrow your hand? Yes. Can you say hi? You show everybody that we're going to put your hand on the paper. You want to put your hand on the paper? Okay. And then your mama, Mrs. Hanson, is going to trace your hand. You gotta be really careful because hands can sometimes turn out kind of silly because it's hard to trace all of those fingers, all 5 fingers. And so this is what Lily's handprint looks like. Put your hand up next to it. See, does it look the same? Sure does. Thank you, Lily. You want to say bye? Bye. All right. So then, since I have Lily's handprint on there, now I am going to glue my inchworms on there and see how long Lily's handprint is with the inchworms. So I bet her hand is probably really close to a lot of your guys' hand. She is going to be in kindergarten next year. So she is about the same size as a lot of you guys. So I'm going to start right with the middle finger, and I'll show you what I did so I can see how many inchworms long your guys' hands are compared to your shoes. So I did this for Lily's. So Lily's hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inchworms long. So then at the top, we're not going to say my shoe. Where'd my marker go? Oh, there it is. Or at the top, we're going to say my hand. So I'm going to write my hand and make sure that your my at the beginning of the sentence is capitalized because that's at the beginning of the sentence. So the first letter needs to be capitalized. So my hand is 5 inchworms long. So you're going to write inchworms long. Baby Delilah's talking too. So right at the top, I have my hand is 5 inchworms long. So when you guys are done with this measuring activity, you guys should be sending me 2 papers. One is your shoe and one is your hand. So make sure that you have all those supplies beforehand. And if you don't, you could pause it and get them and work at your own pace whenever you get this done. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.